Right. Um. If you're wondering why am I not showing my face on the camera, I think I'm not in a good look. I don't feel good. I mean, right now. I mean, yeah. So yeah, yeah. Sorry about that. I'm just gonna review. I'm just gonna review the earlier on the spirit box session that I heard just now. This might sound funny, but I think that spirit box actually is located somewhere in the USA, in America, and it's I think it's probably located in a somewhere in a Steve Fulte's one of his apartment or one of his place where he plays the spirit box online, and the location is in United States of America, and I've been using a lot of spirit boxes online, especially and from my experience the ones that I use that comes from USA, uh, they give me a kind of a very funny response. To me, it feels like this is. I'm just gonna tell you how I perceive the whole thing. It might sound funny, it just might not make any sense to you, but this is how I feel. It makes sense to me, though, because I think first of all, I'm Asian, right? And I think the spirits over there, they might probably yeah, they might probably just be in USA, and suddenly out of the blue, this Asian guy just comes on, and and they see, maybe they can see, they can see me, and it's like, hey, this Asian guy, oh, Paradise Island, ooh, Singapore, how are you, I'm like, I'm not white, I'm not black. I may look like Native American. Probably I won't be harassed by Native American spirits. I don't think like those angry chiefs, the old during the Civil War kind of goes. I don't think if I were to be in the United States, going to some haunted places or anything, I don't think they would be angry with me. This is what I feel, man. Because like earlier on, I think I've heard like a line that said, "This is Mary from USA. Hi, how are you? It's nice to see you." That kind of thing. It feels like it feels like talking to a tourist. And I think as spirits, they are what they are, where they're from, whoever they are. I don't know. Or or maybe if they are from here, like from where I'm from, I know there's a lot of like old British early settlers from the 1800s or from the 1700s, and we did we did nothing wrong to them, and we didn't fight them or we didn't kill them. In fact, we fought the World War II together with them, and the Asians. Me, I'm a Malay. The Malay regiment. We fought with the British together. We fought in World War II against the Japs and everything. And I think even if the Japs, if the spirits of those soldiers, right, if they were to see, if I were to like come across them, or if I were to make contact with them, I don't think they would be pissed with me, because I remember back in the World War II era, when the Japs they took over Malaya, the Straits of Malacca, the whole Straits of Asia, Thailand, Malaysia, and finally the last frontier was in Singapore, and we fought till our last man, which was Lieutenant Adnan, and we fought them, and after we fought them, the Malay regiment, a lot of them died, and a lot of the Malay regiment died. The British soldiers, the Australian soldiers, a lot of them were captured as POWs, and somehow after they took over Singapore, they decided to name Singapore as Shonanto. Shonanto is I think I forgot what it means in Japanese. So they decided to govern Singapore, and they were kind. They were kind to the Malays, to the Muslims, to the Indians, to the Hindus, but the Chinese were very rebellious against the Japanese. They decided to create their own underground forces. This is in the history book. So the Chinese they created their own forces, planting bombs, trying to send in spies, trying to defeat the Japanese army, but they failed, and so the Japanese at that time had captured a lot of these Chinese rebels or communists, and most of them were beheaded by the Japanese in a lot of places in Singapore right now. I mean, like in Singapore, if you want to go to any haunted places, there's actually a lot of haunted places. Especially some beaches, they look nice during the day and everything, but sometimes at night you might hear like gunshots. You might hear like crying, that kind of stuff. If you are interested, you can try googling on YouTube, Singapore paranormal investigators, that kind of thing, and you'd stumble on some of these Japanese World War II paranormal investigations. Yeah. So back to what I was saying, as an Asian myself, using the spirit box from USA, I've been getting a positive response though. Although I did encounter some moments where they were trying to be mean, they use the N word, so and they use the N word, and after they use the N word, they say "What up, yo?" I could hear that, it was on the spirit box, I heard that like "What up, yo? What's up?" and then it said the N word, and so I think even the those people, they treat me, I guess they dig my style, my I mean, I love hip hop, man. I love funk. I love all that, everything that jazz, all the 70s underground funk. I would dig so much, into like all those really ghetto stuff and everything. I got my own playlist and everything, and there was one time I was I was experimenting with my I was just trying to be I was just trying to entertain these spirits, because I feel like what I see online is everyone is just trying to question all these spirits, like how they died, how they die, trying to remind them all these like bad memories and everything, and I'm like thinking that's not nice, man, so what I want what I wanted to do was I would okay, for an instance, right, I was obsessed with David Oman's house. So there was one night, I decided to ask for, yeah, the David Oman's house, Sharon J. Frykowski and Abigail, so I just try to talk to them, and I think I got a response, and Sharon was saying something. She said, "Groovy." She said, "Peace out." She kept. It's all that 60s slang, because I do have like 60s posters on my walls, Volkswagen van. I have a Bruce Lee Enter the Dragon poster on my door. I have a British Keep Calm and Carry On poster on my wall. I have like all these like old. I like the old vintage stuff, and my clothing, my jackets and everything. I like to wear like how it is in the 70s and everything. And so I was getting this response from, I think it was Sharon. She was saying a nice jacket, and I looked at my wardrobe. Oh my god, that was my blue denim coat jacket just hanging on my wardrobe, man. And she said a nice jacket, and so I was getting a positive response, and she knows that I'm not from USA. And I was like, I was being nice, I was being courteous, I wasn't being rude and everything, and I wasn't even trying to remind her like how she died and everything. What I did was I told her, I told them, I said, hey guys, I said, I'm just gonna turn the volume down and I'm just gonna play some music, So what I did was I left the online spirit box on, but I turned down the volume on the web page. I turned the volume slightly down, and they could still hear me. They could still hear what I was saying, or whatever music I was gonna play. So what I did was, I told them, hey guys, I said, hey Sharon, do you like this song, man? Because I know she likes jazz. So I played the song, T for two. That jazz song. Ten, 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 ten. Dun, 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 dun. So I was just like, playing all the classic 60s jazz. And I know Sharon, she loved the Beatles, Rolling Stones. So I was just playing all those 60s jazz stuff. So back and forth, I was like, I stopped the music for a while, and then I turned back the spirit box volume up. And you know what I heard? I heard like stuff like, "Hey, nice music, thanks. We enjoyed that. We love you. Peace out, man." That positive response. And they said, like, it's a party, man. That kind of thing. And then I think I heard Manson. Manson said this, "Bravo." And then so I decided to, like, hey man, come on, let's just all hang out and listen to all the old 60s stuff. So I was playing pretty much the best of both worlds, I guess, at that time in the 60s, because there's always the high class, all that bling bling stuff in the 60s. And I knew that Manson was pretty much into the Beatles, he was pretty much into the country rock and everything, but I guess everyone was listening to the same thing in the 60s. Even Bruce Lee was I even got Bruce Lee on, man. So I was just trying, I was just having fun in my room, just no ill intentions or anything. And so I was just playing all the groovy stuffs, and I was just entertaining them. And then I even played like a comedy skits, from the 60s. Rodney Dangerfield, Jerry Lewis and all that, and then I was just like trying to make them like laugh, man. I would play like funny songs, like row 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 your boat gently down the stream, that kind of thing. And ever since then, man, I turn on the spirit box. And I think they remember me, man. They remember me, and they would say, "Hey, funny guy, you're that. Hey, is that funny guy, man? Is that funny guy? Is that funny guy?" And it's like, "Hey, play." They would say, "Come on, play your music. Play your music. Play your music. Drive, drive." They would say, "Drive," or "Play your music." And then I would get sucked into it, man. I would I would dig into all that 60s, 68, 67, 66 early stuff, and yeah, they loved it, man. You should try doing that, man. Entertain them, man. Entertain them, and if the spirit box is supposed to make you contact the dead and talk to them, why not entertain them instead of like asking them what they already have been through, man, like what how they feel. It's like, it's pointless asking them like, "Are you okay? Are you in hell or are you in heaven?" or that kind of thing. Come on, man. stupid question, man, to ask. Seriously, man, I wouldn't ask any. It's like going to jail. Like you just see this guy comes in, and you gonna ask him like, hey, what you in for, man? You gonna ask him that? Come on, man. You got the guts to ask him that? You know, of course he's not gonna tell you, or maybe he might tell you, but he might be pissed at you. So so that's the idea, man. But I've seen like, yeah, I mean, I've seen videos of like some of you guys from the States. You guys go on your paranormal hunt. Yeah, I mean, like you guys really try to get the thing going, man. It's a paranormal video. With the flashlight. I mean, I think the flash, using the technique of using the flashlight and turning it on and off, that is that is legit, man. If you are, I think they are there, like manipulating the energy, electricity around you, that kind of thing. Yeah. And but you know what? If I was doing my own paranormal investigation, if I was there, right, I would check out the history of the place and music, man. Come on, I would bring my guitar and I would like sing songs during that era, trying to entertain them, or make them happy, and at the same time, of course, you try to make contact with them. Are you here? Can you turn on the flashlight? Can you turn it off? Because I think in that way, if you can establish a positive vibration, or a positive energy, I think you only need to worry about bad entities like demons or that kind of things. So it's nothing confusing. You've really, you didn't piss any spirits out there. So yeah, I mean, that's my experience so far in using the spirit box. I've always gotten like messages like, "We love you, man. We love you. Peace out." You look good, that kind of thing. You look good today. Looking good. That kind of messages, man. On my, I mean, when I turn on the spirit box, yeah, yeah, I guess that's my experience. Yeah. Sometimes they get funny, man. Eh, yeah.